came from the north, like the icy wind that sweeps the prairies during the great winter. Tex Willer, from the furthest regions of the Silver Mountains to the birth of the Blue River, of the long canoes, his name was spoken with respect. Death rode at his side, ready to strike anyone who dared violate the law of the white man. But his spirit soared free. It knew no boundaries. And it came to pass that even the Indian tribes learned to respect him. And they gave him the name of Night Eagle. Then came the day when he joined his blood with the blood of the Navajos. And after a few moons, his forehead bore the symbol of leadership, the sacred wampum. History soon becomes entwined with legend in the lost time between magic and reality. Let me tell you his story then, and of the adventurous days which made him immortal.
Boy, he's one of ours. We gotta find out who's responsible for this. And when we do, he'll pay for it before his black spirit burns in hell. There was a wagon, and 2 men with horses went west. You bury him, I'll go ahead.
Bueno.
Here, amigo. You're getting pretty damn drunk. Keep your eyes open.
These Navajos just smell the cork, they go loco.
Anybody else want to try? Fuera, rápido.
You're gonna be sorry, Tex Willer, for poking your nose in our business.
Have you already forgotten? I told you not to sell whiskey to my Navajos.
A big hero like you wouldn't shoot a man who's unarmed.
A snake's never unarmed. Now you can sell whiskey to the devil.
Night Eagle,
Yeah?
we have a visitor. Silverhair.
Kid Carson, huh? Wonder what that old Hellraiser wants.
Buenos dias, spring flower.
Buenos dias.
When I smell the stench of that cheroot of yours, I smell trouble.
Good to see you, Silverhair. Come and sit down.
Thank you, Tiger. Any mocha left? After 3 days of hard riding on a trail, that's just about the kind of welcome I expected from you, Tex.
Come on, drink your coffee, kid. Try to dilute some of that bile you got in your system. And then tell me why you're here.
It's too darn long since anyone's seen you, so my hammer goes to the mountain, as the Arabs say. Thanks.
You're the only one who knows where I am. Bet Major Dolan sent you. How is that old buzzard?
It's Major Dowling that's full of poison. He keeps wondering out loud whether, if living up here with your Navajos, you might have forgotten that you're a ranger. He's so riled if he bit you, you'd wish you were a rattler.
Yeah, I know the old man. If he sent you to get me, it means he's got a mighty hot potato on it.
You remember that load of rifles that got rustled down the Mexican border just before you left?
Sure. If I ain't mistaken, your old army buddy Ted Murphy was in charge of that.
Yep. Last load to leave the Presidio was escorted by Ted, all right. 300 rifles, brand new design, headed for Fort Davis. Just plumb disappeared after they passed Del Rio.
How'd that happen?
Ted suspected there was an informer who was in cahoots with that gang of dry gulchers. The routes the wagons took were supposed to be top secret. Evidently somebody knew of it.
I know that area. It's a maze of canyons. 2 weeks away on a fast horse from here.
That's right. But we could ride there by way of Paso de los Fuegos. We'd be there in half that time.
Tiger, tell Grey Wolf we'll be away from the village for a while. And stock up on provisions.
Thanks. And, I know Major Dowling would be grateful to you as well. Though he won't have the decency to say so. You know what he's like. Ornery and cantankerous as an army mule.
It takes one to know one.
Huh. Up and down these canyons for 3 days now. Ain't no sign of them.
Maybe they took the trail east of Alameda. If they did, then we still got a long way to go. Hey, there's Tiger's signal. He must have found something. Come on.
Yeah.
must have attacked them while they were asleep. They didn't even have time to use their guns. But look over here.
My God, the poor devil. They must have burned him alive.
No. Strange. He seems burnt. But look at his clothes. They haven't been touched by fire.
Yeah, you're right. He looks more like a mummy.
Yep. This is Ted's watch, all right.
Come on, kid. Let's try to figure out where those darn varmints headed.
Hey, come here. I found something. The attackers must have left it behind.
What do you make of it, Tex?
It's an Indian fetish.
I've never seen one like that from around here. Maybe it belongs to one of the tribes that live in the Mexican Sierras.
Mexico? That means we can kiss our rifles goodbye.
Those weapons left from the Presidio, right?
That's where the Army set up their new depot.
We'd best take a ride over there and have a talk with the sheriff.
Turn down good and give them double ration of oats.
I'll treat him like kinfolk.
Much obliged.
Thanks.
Is that the thing you was telling me about?
Yep. It's, our good luck charm.
Mind if I take a closer look? Why, sure. Pablito, the Yaqui Indian who works for Bedford, has one just like this.
Is that the same Bedford? An agent who contracts to ship merchandise for the Army?
Yep, that's him, all right. Why do you ask?
Besides losing those rifles, Mr. Bedford's had a dozen robberies over these past few months. All of them Army property.
Easy now, Willer. You're talking about one of this town's leading citizens.
In that case, it'll be a pleasure to meet him. While we're calling on Bedford, Sheriff, you mind showing Tiger where we can get some decent accommodations for the night?
Mm-hmm.
And I'd be obliged if you could recommend a saloon where they pour an honest drink and serve some edible victuals.
Well, Clem's place is the best in town. Here, I'll take that for you.
Thank you, sir.
Hey, Tiger, here. Mr. Bedford, please. Look, friend. Tell him Rangers Tex Willer and Kit Carson are here, and we want to talk to him about that shipment to Fort Davis.
Talkative fella, ain't he?
Rangers Willer and Carson are here about them rifles.
Come on in.
I'm mighty surprised the Army'd go to the trouble to send you Rangers to investigate this.
300 rifles ain't a bag of beans, Mr. Bedford. Not to mention the robbers you reported previously.
You're dead right there, Ranger. But why don't you take a chair? Sam! Go fetch them something to wash the dust off their tonsils. Now then, what would you like to know?
If you got any suspicions about who's behind these holdups.
A bunch of Mexican desperados, I suppose. They always manage to make a clean getaway. Once across the border, they can sell the guns anywhere.
Oh, where?
In hell, I hope. That last shipment wasn't even insured.
I gotta admit, you're one unlucky shipper. Ever see this before?
No, not me.
Funny. The sheriff tells us that Pablito, that Indian that works for you, has one like it.
Well, if he has, I ain't seen it. Besides, I don't care for your attitude, Willer. Just what would you be getting at?
Just one simple question. How much of a profit did you make on those weapons that were robbed, Mr. Bedford?
You must be loco. I've heard enough. You get out of here, you two-bit squaw man.
And what about Ted Murphy, eh? I ask you a question, Bedford. Answer me.
I don't think he can hear you.
Well, hear the judge when he's sentenced to hang.
Watch out, Night Eagle!
Drop your gun!
This place is a snake pit. Here's another one.
Well, if it ain't the chatty bookkeeper.
Okay, tell us what you know. Speak up fast, or you're gonna be rooming in hell with your boss.
Oh, no. Don't shoot me. Look, I just worked for Mr. Bedford. I'll tell you everything I know, but you gotta promise to protect me, because if they ever find out I talk, I'll be a goner for sure.
Who's they? Who else is involved in this business?
Well, Bedford and his men were cheating the Army.
Tex! Look!
Great balls of fire.
Adios, Ranger!
What's going on?
That's what I'd like to know. He's liable to need help. Come on.
Shot came from over there. Tex! Be careful. Full of quicksand in there. Over here, kids! Gotta cut some branches. Watch out. Here, grab this. I'll hold you. Hold fast, Tex. Don't let go.
Thanks. That Yankie's faster than a sidewinder.
One of my men saw him. It was Pablito.
Where's Tiger?
Why, he's with Wharton, the town doc. They're trying to figure out what caused that poor critter to die such a gruesome death.
The lens, Tom. Remarkable. Scalpel, please. Incredible. There. They said he was hit in the right arm. Is that so, Tom?
Yes, Doctor.
Let's see if this hole corresponds to the wound. Give me the scissors. I'll try to probe at this point with God's help. Why, his whole body's petrified. I'm afraid no autopsy was possible on that body. It was harder than marble. Gentlemen, we are facing an incredible phenomenon, one that is unknown to science. Tomorrow, I'll try to conduct a chemical analysis.
With Bedford and his bunch of horse-thieving sidewinders dead and Pablito gone, we lost just about any chance we might have had of running down this confounded situation.
You're wrong to be feeling so bad about it. You both showed Bedford up for a crook and stopped the illegal flow of arms to Mexico.
I have a feeling Bedford was nothing but small fry. But he's dead now, and we can't use him to follow the trail any further. Remember that scholar fellow who lives on the other side of the Rio Bravo? El Morisco?
Uh-huh.
Maybe he can help us.
Right now, Mexico's a bad place for your health. There are desperados who'll murder you for a red cent. And others who ain't that greedy, you can take my word for it.
Now you're the one getting downhearted, Sheriff.
place looks deserted to me.
You like going back already?
Well, well, Carson, Wheeler, and Tiger. Eusebio was right.
El Morisco welcomes you. You mean to say you don't?
Every time you come here, you bring trouble. You will have noticed that Eusebio has not changed. As always, he is a paragon of tact and politeness. Oh, I have an addition to my aquarium.
This piranha's always hungry. Worse than you, Carson. Shame on you. Joshing a poor old critter like me. This way, please.
I see you the same old grumbler as always, eh, Carson?
I'm glad to see you.
So are we, Morisco.
Bring us something to drink, Eusebio.
Tequila? Fine, amigo. So it brings you to Mexico.
We're hoping to solve a real whopper of a mystery. But we have something to go on. This.
Fantastico.
You mean you recognize it? You know what it is?
Of course. It's Utecutli, an ancient Aztec god. Many years ago, I had the pleasure of examining another statue of Utecutli, but it was a statue at least 4 centuries old. This one seems to have been carved recently. Diablo, mira! Huh? Look, the horn is flexible. In the bottom of the mouth, the jaw is hinged.
My golly. Now, what in tarnation are those?
I don't know yet. Don't touch him, for God's sake.
Possible.
I'm going to perform an experiment. It's just as I thought.
What?
It's the product of a sand eruption due to molten rock being pushed to the surface by endogenous forces.
You mean of volcanic origin?
Exactly. Come with me. We will try to verify my hypothesis.
All this is beyond me.
I'm surely one piranha with the proper scientific spirit. That one ate a piece. Watch him.
By the Great Spirit. It's mummified.
Right. I think it's the same way that man in the Presidio died. And your friend Ted Murphy.
What volcanic area could have produced this damn stuff?
Unfortunately, I can only guess. Come, take a look at this. Here. It's the region known as the Sierra Encantada, a land ancient Aztecs considered sacred because of the presence there of volcanically active caves.
Who lives in them parts?
What? Who lives there? Nobody that I know of. It's a forbidden wilderness. You roast by day and you freeze by night. However, it's late now. and we still have many things to talk about. Oh, I'm sure you recall that Eusebio is a cordon bleu chef, eh? Will you accept my hospitality for the night, senores?
I'd say that was a fine offer, amigo.
Well,
Don't move. Throw down your knife. Who are you? An Indian from the mountains, the same as you are. You wouldn't kill a brother. I don't want to. But you keep the stones of death away from anybody who lives in this house. I know you're after the statue of Zutakupli. You know too many secrets, brother. Oh!
what's going on? Eusebio! Eusebio!
He was tall and skinny, with high cheekbones. Pablito?
I just wonder how he tracked us here.
The followers of Zutakutli are stubborn as our oxen, with many ears and eyes this side of the Rio.
I believe Eusebio has something to tell us.
You're right. I should have spoken up last night. There are rumors that a mysterious tribe has retreated to a valley in the Sierra Encantada. They have established a mountain fortress there and follow the customs of our ancient people, the Aztecs. They offer human sacrifices to Zutakutli, their god. And they have an obsessive dream of power. They want to reunite all the Indian nations of Mexico and attack and exterminate all the descendants of the conquistadores of Spain.
Well, they're plumb crazy. It would only lead to innocent blood being spilled and wind up with the Indians being massacred.
That's right, and it's all I can think about. But they're convinced that their weapons are made for them by a demon god, the Lord of the Abyss. The Stones of Death, they're named.
The Lord of the Abyss?
Don't ask me any more, Mr. Wheeler. Whenever I tried to get any information, all I got were lips sealed closed and terror in people's eyes.
Why didn't you tell me all this before, Eusebio?
To save you from a horrible death.
A horrible death.
The same death a man will get who dares to enter the Sierra Encantada.
Why don't we call in the Mexican troops and let them handle this?
No. Calling in the army would only mean causing a useless Indian war.
You don't intend to face those fanatics by yourself, do you?
First, we've got to find out where they're holed up. The only one who can tell us is that Indian.
Redondo Bedford still ain't shown up.
You should have sold those guns to the Rurales.
These Indian pals pay better. Besides, you're forgetting one thing, Marcos.
If you're thinking about the treasure of the Yaquis, forget it. There are too many of them savages. They'd carve us up and feed us to the vultures if they knew we was even thinking about it.
Hey, El Dorado! Someone's riding this way!
take it easy with that dynamite, cabrones.
Don't worry.
Easy. Pablito.
Guns. Some other hiding place. Got to get them moved. They're going to be here.
Always going to be here.
2 Yankees and 1 Indian. One of the Yankees is Wheeler.
Tex Wheeler. Puerco, hijo de puta. And Bedford and the others. Where are they now?
Dad, I'm joining them now.
Load the guns of the wagon. Vamos, muévete. Vamos, todo eso. Come on, the rest of you get busy. We've got to get out of here. Come on, you two. Ayuda también. Keep your eyes open. I know that damn ranger. I just hope that stupid Indian Pablito didn't lead him here.
Yeah, that Pablito went this way, all right.
Now, what would he be going to an abandoned village for?
Maybe for water.
He was wounded, but we better be careful.
Dag nabbit, Tex. Most dangerous thing we're liable to run into here is a flea-bitten rattlesnake. Hey, go!
They're out of range. Shall we go after them, Marcos?
How can you be so stupid? I told you hold your fire. I go tell El Dorado.
Whoa! How many are there, Tiger?
I counted 10.
That's too many for us, considering that hold up in that Pueblo.
What do you say we eat a little dust?
Sometimes I think I'm getting a little old for this.
We're almost ready.
I'll tell you when to leave.
What about those 3?
If they even come close to us, I'll blast them to hell. We better get moving here.
You're reaching to get your hands on that 2 lakh gold, huh?
I suppose you are not, eh?
El Dorado. They're coming back.
Get on the wagon. Vamos.
directed. Get some horses. Maldición. Temporal, I got the only horse left. Come on. Sorry, Marcos. There's no room for both of us.
Kid, over here. He's still alive.
The others got away, didn't they?
Yeah.
Double crosses. They're sure to hide out in the Sierra Encantada. At the temple of Xiuhtecuhtli.
How many men are there at this here temple?
Not too many now. But they'll be pouring in from every village in the Sierra in the next few days. Led by Magua.
Magua. It's the end of the trail for Pablito, too.
It's also the end of 300 fine new rifles. And a damn good horse. Adios, amigo. You ought to have a doctor look at that wound.
No, I prefer the old Indian remedies.
Ah. Suit yourself. Say, Tex, did you get a good look at that bandit? The one that skedaddled?
Yeah. He's El Dorado.
El Dorado? I thought he was rotting away in some Mexican hoosgow.
It doesn't look that way.
Well, if you're still set on venturing to that Sierra Encantada, we might as well find ourselves 3 comfortable coffins.
And don't fret about it. I'm going alone.
Get yourself turned into a dead, burnt, dried-up mummy for all I care.
I'm not going to see those crazy Indians. I'm going to see Magua. He used to be considered a mighty wise chief.
I'm going with you.
No. We stand a better chance if I'm alone. I'll try to talk to him. You remember that old Indian well in the lower desert?
Vulture's Well?
Yeah. You two meet me there tomorrow.
Vulture's Well. It's a dandy place for a rendezvous.
signs do you read in the sacred embers, Canas?
The signs are auspicious. The eyes of the fire god, Sukatuli, smile on our plans, noble Tulak. At the rising of the second sun, all the tribes of the Sierra will gather together under the command of Magua, ready to fight the invaders. We shall burn their cities, and on those ruins, we shall build the new reign of the children of the sun.
El Dorado is here, noble Tulak.
Come forward, El Dorado. Have you brought the guns?
They will be here tomorrow.
Tomorrow? You have not kept your word. They should have been here days ago.
We were attacked by a band of gringos at the old church. Pablito let himself be followed by some rangers.
That's bad. Where is he now?
He paid for his mistake with his life.
By the Great Spirit. Who killed him?
A gringo called Tex Wheeler and his friends. But by now they'll have crawled back into the rat holes they came from.
You are a herald of disaster, El Dorado. For this alone you deserve a horrible death.
Many of my men died to protect your rifles, Canas. Give me the gold you owe me, and I'll be back tomorrow with the guns.
Gold. That's all you have in your heart.
No. He'll get his gold when the rifles are here.
That wasn't the agreement. Hasta luego!
I don't like that man, Canas.
The day he is no longer useful to us. The specter of death will walk with El Dorado.
And what do you propose to do about those men who killed Pablito?
There is only one road that leads here to us, noble Tulak. And if they are so foolish as to follow it, they will find it's a road of no return. Do not worry yourself.
Greetings to you, Lord and Guardian of the Abyss.
And to you, noble Tulak. What news do you bring us?
The armies are preparing to attack.
The Lord of the Abyss is growing wrathful and impatient. Each day his fury becomes greater. Too much time has passed.
We had to arm our followers.
The stones of death will sow terror amongst our enemies.
The white man's weapons are more powerful, and they can strike from a great distance.
But these were the weapons of our ancestors. Gaze on them once again, noble Tulak. And remember,
As the stars come together in the sky, so our tribes will gather in the canyon of the Sierra. I will remind them of your words.
Over there.
This place is so dang cheerful, even the vultures have left.
Quick! Back to the village!
May the Great Spirit be with you, Magua. And with your people. This is the wish of Night Eagle, Chief of the Navajos.
What brings you to our camp?
Peace. Peace for the white people and peace for the Indians.
Words without meaning. My people are tired of the tyranny of white men. They are plundering our land and are trampling upon our honor.
Yeah! How much longer must we listen to the hiss of this white serpent, Father?
No, Quetzal. Night Eagle comes in peace.
But his heart is full of poison. I'll tear it out and show you. Yeah!
He offended you. It was your right to kill him.
I did not want to wound the heart of a wise chief. But soon there will be many wounded hearts in the villages of the Sierra.
Tonight the tribal drum shall speak, and our destiny will be decided.
Do you hear that, white dog? And you Indian snake. Those are the drums of the Yaqui tribe, calling them to the great gathering when the sun rises tomorrow. Then you and your Navajo traitor will be sacrificed to the spirit of fire. Your anguished screams will rise to heaven. And it is from these our strength will come.
Why don't you go fry cow dung in hell? Ah! Oh. Ignorant, ornery son of a sea cook!
He's worse than that, kid. He's an evil snake that can us.
I wasn't talking about him. I was talking about myself. Why can't I learn to keep my big mouth shut? Watch it. Here comes Canas and his followers.
Santo del Diablo. If that ranger told them those rifles have been destroyed, the savages will tear us to pieces.
Calm down. All we need is a little time. Time to put our hands on that damn treasure. Get out of here.
The day is dying, El Dorado, and I don't see any guns.
Noble Canas. Maybe there's been some trouble. But they'll be here by tonight, or tomorrow morning at the latest.
You know what will happen to you if you this evening.
Have I ever lied to you? The other shipments always came on time. If you want to go myself, I'll take off after the wagons and see what's holding them up.
Send one of your men. Him.
Go see what's holding up those wagons. Well, what are you waiting for, cabron? Move!
Neither of them leaves without my permission. I could have broken my neck back there.
Yeah, it would have been a great loss.
Hey, what the hell are you doing?
Just aiming to ask you a few questions about your Indian friends.
You ain't gonna get no easy answers from me, Ranger.
You're a pretty tough hombre. I know this little trick the Apaches taught me. They're frisky jokers, all right. Real frisky. Now we're gonna play their little game. But only one of us gets to have any fun.
I must say, I never did like those Apaches.
El Dorado's man is back.
Go ahead, tell Canis, hurry.
That Mexican was right. This place is an arsenal.
Now we'll finally learn the truth about those guns. What happened?
Never thought I'd be so glad to see you.
By the Great Spirit. Run!
What tarnation was that?
What do you think? Tiger, there's a rifle over there.
Get them back at once!
This way!
Over here.
Don't let them escape, or the wrath of the fire god will destroy you.
We'll never make it to them horses, Tex. They got it blocked.
We'll have to hide out up there.
Go on, I'll cover you.
Come on.
Go on.
There's a strange light up ahead.
I noticed it too.
Watch out!
The sun is high. The tribes are about to gather.
Prepare him for the sacrifice. His heart will placate Sutukutli's rage.
Night Eagle. Welcome back to the world of the living, amigo. Did you break anything?
No. But my wound must have come open again. Any idea where we are?
No. But I wouldn't mind finding out. Hey, there's a draft of air. Maybe there's a way out of here. Come on.
The valley is deserted. Where are the braves from the other tribes?
I don't understand. The drums answered. All the Sierra Indians said they would gather. Why is your son Quetzal not riding at your side, Magua? And where are your warriors?
Our council of elders has met and come to a wise decision, Canas. That is why I have come. To plead with you. To ask you not to wage a hopeless war.
Noble Canas, how can we fight without the other tribes?
You will pay for your cowardice. Kill that snake.
Listen to me. The white man will descend upon us like a cloud of locusts. And our dreams of glory will vanish forever.
This is how the Great Spirit punishes traitors. May the destiny of the children of the sun be fulfilled. Take him to the sacrificial altar.
Branch is off here. Which way do we go? You're not going anyplace. Just try to take care of plugging up that hurt, eh? I'm gonna try and see where this thing ends up.
The presence of an infidel, profaning this most sacred of places. Now the Lord of the Abyss will take you!
That was my last shot. Couldn't have done better myself, amigo.
Almighty gods, we implore you to help us.
Come on! It's the wrath of Sutukutli! Run! Hold the horses! Abandon the temple! They're getting away!
Come back, you fool! Come the children of the sun!
Even before the Great Spirit could appear on his golden horse and lead us to victory, the Black Hawks of misfortune have torn apart the hopes of the elected people. Your words, you Lord, can no longer be believed. May the divine light from the green stone shine for the last time in the presence of the Great Spirit.
The others must be in here. Come on, let's go. Seems to be the end of the trail.
Jumping Jehoshaphat. What happened here?
I don't know, kid. But it looks like they all decided to die together. They worshipped false spirits. Hear that? This place is haunted. Let's go.
Yeah, place gives me the jeebies.
Stop right there, Wheeler. Throw down that gun. Pronto! And keep your hands up. You snoopy bastardo. It's a real pleasure to meet up with you again.
I thought you were already in hell, El Dorado.
Just about was, but something kept me clinging to life. The treasure of those savages. And the hope of seeing your face when I blasted to hell, Ranger.
You may get there first, if you don't watch out for that snake creeping up on you.
I expect you to do better than that, Ranger. Adios. The forces of good were arrayed against the demons of the night. Sometimes destiny intervenes in the eternal battle where there are no victors and no vanquished. And sometimes he who has taken the path of evil retraces his steps.
Here ends the territory of the Yaqui, and here our paths must separate, Night Eagle.
Don't forget your promise of peace, Quetzal.
It is graven in my heart.
Vámonos, amigos.